Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Sight. Little Joan's just off camera. Sight is an inspirational drama movie from Angel Studios about a Chinese doctor who escapes communism to save the sight of children and people around the world. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 14, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So, the doctor is a real guy, and he is struggling with his past because the commies were very terrible to him. He had to escape the United States, which he does, but he leaves behind his sister, who I think is horribly, brutally murdered by the commies. I think. And he becomes a doctor despite everything that happens to him. And then one day, a little girl comes into his office. She was purposely blinded by her own mother in order so she could beg on the street. And then he decides to help her. It's such a sad story. Memorial Day weekend. And here is the actor, Chen, and the actual doctor, Dr. Wang. And they're doing a little funny bit here where he's like, I'm the actual guy. So, good. I encourage this kind of stuff only because, I mean, the trailer is it's so sad. I mean, it's good, but it's sad. It's inspirational. I think it's going to have a happy ending. But I don't know. It's a little too close to reality, I guess. But look, if you're looking for an inspirational movie that, doesn't make the communists look good, I think this is it. Greg Kinnear's in it, so good for him. He's like the secondary guy, but Chen is the main guy. And I remember this woman; she's always playing these roles, the old lady or the nun or whatever. So it's I mean, it's pretty straightforward drama about a guy who overcomes adversity and then becomes a great doctor and helps a bunch of people. I have to be honest, it's not my kind of movie, but I kind of like it. I want to support it. So maybe, so first act, I think it starts out with him growing up in the communist China and then him kind of overcoming that. But in the process, his sister is killed, or maybe he never finds out what happens to her. You're not sure under a communist regime. At some point escapes to America. I don't know how. Maybe he's on a visa or something, and he never goes back. Then he becomes a doctor, but he's still haunted by his past. And then he, Now the other question I'd have for this movie is he actually an American citizen now? I hope so. Because if he's not, if he's still a Chinese national, that kind of puts a different spin on it for me. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Let's look it up. Okay. I mean, he was Harvard, MIT. I think it's the same guy. Harvard, MIT, magna cum laude. Wow, he's a smart dude. He's a world-class cataract and LASIK eye surgeon, philanthropist, and community activist. But is he a U.S. citizen? Let's see. Citizenship. Type that in. I mean, He came to America as a poor Chinese immigrant. Okay, so he got to America. So he's an American. I'm gonna guess he's American. This is from CBN. I mean, if he's not, let's see if it's here. Oh, that's the IMDb. It's not going to be there. Here, the Wikipedia might have this. Chinese immigrant to the United States, became a renowned eye surgeon. Doesn't really say. Doesn't have an entry for Dr. Wang either. Interesting. It seems like he would have to be, the way they're framing it, he's a Chinese immigrant. He would have to be an American now. I'm going to guess he is American. So, anyhow, F the Chinese commies. Good for him for coming to America, making the dream come true, and saving eyesight around the world. So the first act, he somehow escapes China. Second act, he works hard, becomes a doctor, and then it's probably on the first act. Second act, he's haunted by the past, but the little girl who's blind, he sees an opportunity to invent this new surgery that will save her sight and redeem himself. So he redeems himself, and now everybody's happy. So it sounds like a real moving movie. I don't know if I could sit through it. It sounds very sad in the beginning, though. Let's see. Let's read the write-up. Sight, starring Greg Kinnear and Terry Chen, follows the true story of Dr. Ming Wang, a Chinese immigrant who defies all odds to become a world-renowned eye surgeon, drawing upon the gift, grit, and determination he gained from a turbulent uprising in his upbringing. Dr. Wang sets out to restore the sight of a blind orphan. Jesus. How can you not be moved by this? You'd have to be made of stone. Made of stone covered in granite. So I'm going to give it an upvote. I hope the movie does well. Will I go see it? It's not my kind of entertainment. I like the idea of it. I really do. I feel like I should go see it. Could it be a date movie? Maybe. It might be a date movie. Yeah. Because you would feel pretty good by the end of the movie. And that's really what you need in a date movie, I think. You don't want to feel bad at the end of the movie. That's why horror tends not to be, depending on the horror movie, tends not to be the best date movie. Sometimes, depends on your age and various factors, but it would be tough in the first act, and a lot of sad stuff is going to happen. But by the end of it, I think you'd be good. Yeah, I think you'd both walk out of the theater saying, that was really inspirational. So, it's from Angel Studios, so I wonder if they're going to have the weird Phantom Events distribution, or if they'll have regular distribution. Maybe they'll have regular distribution now. So this drops May 24th. See, the Angel Studios is smart. They put out this trailer, and there's the date when it comes out. They put out a little thing at the end with the real guy and the actor. You know, they're really doing everything in a real positive way, trying to sell the movie, giving us information. You know, how many trailers have we looked at together where I don't even know what the damn plot of the movie is. I don't know when it's coming out. You don't have any information. Here they put it right on it. Right on it. You can't go wrong with that. You want people to go see the movie, put the damn date of the release on the movie. The moment you know it. And in the defense of some movies, they don't always know it. You know, when Disney rushes something out, they don't always know the date, and they're constantly fiddling. Well, oh, maybe we'll push it back a week. But this, it's on point. So it's called Sight. Very inspirational. I say go see it. And that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for more bass takes. Because of my bass takes, one day I expect YouTube to yeet me right off this platform. So you should follow me on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble. Doesn't cost nothing. Doesn't cost nothing. You make a free account. You follow me there. If things go wrong here, you're like, where's the videos today? You can go over there and find me. And all my Fallout is done, thank God. Thank God Fallout is over. I'm happy to get back to looking at trailers. Okay, we'll see you in the next one.